I've been sanding the surfaces of these two mating areas for the inlet manifold. There's about 4 bolts you've got to take out that have a eTorx E8 fitting, and I just put a bit of penetrating oil on them and then just very carefully nudge them out. Don't do a straight pull on them, just nudge them. It's better to just do slight bounces on those bolts, like just you put tension on them several times rather than one solid turn. That's the safest way to do it. Now I got rags under this, and this is actually dough that I made up, just flour, water with a bit of oil, and I've put that in underneath on top of my rags. My rags are under these. And that's just dough that I made up this morning and cut out what I needed. And it does quickly go dry, so you just get it in on both banks, and then it, I think, it does help, because I'm of course concerned about getting any abrasive down the ports or down the coolant passages. Now in my prepping it, at first I use just a poly pad with acetone or carb cleaner with a Green Kitchen poly pad. I did buy these plastic razor blades from Bunnings, but I just think it was a waste of $5 for my application. They just aren't that effective. I got a bit of copper pipe and I put an edge on it. That was the edge. I had a nice sharp edge on that where it's shiny, and I used that as a scraper initially very carefully, because even though it's softer than aluminium, it can still scratch. And then I used an aluminium angle, and I've put my sandpaper on that, and I've been using that to back and forward, and 600 grit, and then I'm going to do, see, that's 600 grit, and then I'll do 1200 grit. I just had some very slight discrepancies on the inlet manifold that I could see with the feeler gauge. So I've done all my other mating surfaces, and these are the last two. So I'm just assuming that these need doing because of the surface of the other inlet manifold. It just had slight discrepancies from port to port. But there's so much twisting and pulling action going on here, you've got to be careful. And my manual only allowed 0.08 tolerance.